I'm doing good, honey. How are you? Yes, it has been a while. Thank you. Nice to see you. Always a pleasure. Hi, everybody on YouTube. We're in high resolution over on YouTube on the Hey Hoodoos. How you doing? We're live. We're on YouTube Live on Taiwan Live, the Taiwan Live channel. Can you hear me okay? Because I'm using the wide-angle lens, and sometimes it squeezes out the microphone a little bit. Hoodoos, how you doing? Okay, great. Thank you. I just want to make sure that the audio is okay. I want to say hi to everybody. I'm at Wenwen's coffee shop, and it's a little bit blowing here. Excuse me. It's about, I'm going to say it's about 23 degrees C, and it's been raining today. Hey, Steve, how are you? It's been raining today, so it's kind of junky. Let me do this. Let me see if you can see the rose wet there. See, Steven, how you doing? Always a pleasure to have you with us. There you go. You can see the road's wet. Okay, and for those of you on YouTube, let me turn it around. I'll show the road from this angle. Yeah, you like rain, but it's no fun when you're in it. You know, I'm showing the back camera on YouTube for a second. Okay, there we go. Anyway, how's everybody doing? It's been pretty. The last couple of days have been pretty dismal. You know, not much fun, not too warm. And at night, the house has been cold. Unfortunately, when my wife and I outfitted the home with the split system air conditioners, thank you Hoodoos, we put the air conditioners in that had heat pumps. So we got heat in our house, which not many Taiwan homes do. Taiwan homes usually have to rely on space heaters, and so it's not very good. They're basically concrete boxes. They're really sturdy houses. The interior walls are made of bricks, and they have a concrete fascia over them. But and the outside walls are usually poured concrete with rebar, and they have reinforcing beams all through the house. It's a really robust house, but the problem is it's an ice box. Anyway, I want to say hi to everybody. It looks like I'm going to be going to Japan next month on business, and that's going to be fun. I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to see Dave or not. It depends where we're going. I don't know yet where we're going, what town we're going to, but I know we're going to go see a factory or two. We're interested in aquaponics, which is like hydroponics, but you use fish in the water instead of just nutrients, and the fish provide the nutrients to their excrement. And so we're going to look at some installations that do aquaponics. That's what we're going to be doing in Japan. So traveling with a group of people from the barbecue sauce company. That's what we're getting into. Wow, the scooter's loud. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I just hope that it's going to be in the area where I can see Dave. I've been wanting to meet Dave for quite some time. Dave wants to come to Taiwan. I don't want to speak for him, but he wants to come to Taiwan, he's told me, and he's going to do it at some point, but it's just, he's been busy with work, so. Lager King, hey, I like that name. All right, so, Luke, how you doing? Things are good. Things are good. What time is it? It is 21:45 local time. Taiwan sources its coffee from the world, from everywhere. We do have coffee production here in limited quantities in our mountainous region, obviously, but we source coffee from all over the place. We got Starbucks here, you know, and we have Costco here, so you can get really exotic types of coffee if you want to. It's no problem. Southern Pride Joe, how are you? Welcome to Taiwan. Now, so far we got 0 viewers on YouTube, but that, hey Dave, how you doing? But that could be a misnomer. And the thing is a lot of times on YouTube the count is all wrong. Dave, how are you? How's everything? Dave, I was just talking about the fact that it looks like, hey Eric, how you doing? Didn't see you come in. Yeah, Digitizen is the old version, Eric. It's old. It's like a couple years old. That was deprecated when the new broadcast came online. it looks like I'm going to be going to Japan next month. Dave, I wanted to tell you that. I just found out yesterday, actually. Looks like we're going to Japan. We're going to get the timeline next week, the exact timeline, but it looks like I'm going to Japan next month. So I don't know where yet. I'm going to find out exactly where this place is. We're going to visit a factory or two. We're looking at aquaponics, which is like hydroponics, but they use fish. It's supposedly like a closed loop. Yeah, I just hope it's not, you know, somewhere way off in another part of the country where I can't run into you. So the guitar was canceled. No item no longer available. That stinks, Eric. Yeah, me too, Dave. I hope we can too. Hope we can set up multiple devices and scope. Jim Mars is on YouTube Live. Jim is an old friend of mine. Jim, how you doing? He says hi from Beantown. He's an old friend of mine from, gosh, the 90s. Jim used to run a FidoNet BBS back in the, we're talking like 91. He ran a FidoNet BBS called Lost in the Supermarket, and he actually has a website, lostinthesupermarket.com. They're saying hi to you, Jim, on Periscope. And yeah, Jim and I go way back. He's used to visit me sometimes at the radio station where we had the Talk America Radio Network, and we used to do the national talk show and stuff. It's a lot of fun. And actually, I got into FidoNet BBS because of Jim. I liked his board so much that I installed my own, and I used to get a feed from him. It's great. How's the discovery on YouTube? I don't know. It's like you're just like one person in a bazillion, you know, videos. Probably not too good. They do have a live category though, you know. Hey, how you doing? They do have a live category, but it's really hard to find. As far as for me, it's hard to find, as far as I can tell. And when you search on live, you get all the television stations and all the radio stations that are just basically using YouTube as a monitor. You know, like it's like having a TV on in the bus station. Nobody's looking at it. It doesn't matter. But as far as interaction goes, you know, no. So anyway, so Jim, how you doing, man? It's been a long time. Everything going okay? 2400. I had a Hayes 1200 when I first started. 2400 baud modems seems modern. I had a couple perks, you know, from the radio show. Hey Shirley, how you doing? The radio show that I did was called Modem Mania. It was about the hobby of calling, you know, bulletin boards and interconnectivity with computers. And it was in the very early days of the internet. Eric said he's waiting on his money to come back so he can order from a different source. Good idea. Welcome back, Hooters. Excuse me. And so occasionally I would get equipment to test, and somebody sent me two 28.8 modems. They were fantastic. I look like a cowboy. Yep, what's my bush hat? Yep. But I've got my batik on because I want to, you know, I like relaxing and feeling cool. But seriously, the 28.8s, man. Yeah, Dave says, remember, dialing to BBS as a 12-year-old. Yeah, shut up. 12 years old. Yeah, we know you're younger than me. But they sent me the 28.8 modems. I had a Zycel 16.8. It used a proprietary protocol, and with other Zycel modems would go like, you know, 16.8. It would go 14.4 with everybody else. But these 28.8s, who was it? Microcom, I think was the company. Microcom? Holy cow. Yeah. Okay, Diego, I hear you. It was 28.8 anyway, and 28.8 was flying. Then the next thing I got was ISDN, and ISDN was cool because you get two what they call SPID numbers, and you can actually pick up the phone and make a call, and it drops from it drops from 128 to 56K, and then back up when you hang up the call. So you could actually be online and use the telephone. And I had a really cool telephone answering service on my PC that I used to use on the ISDN. It was great. It had two brand new phone numbers, so I started using them for business. It was nice. But those are the old days, and we used to use switched 56 for audio to the studio. Some of our, I was also the vice president of engineering for the network, so I kept the network running had a lot of problems initially at that installation. But some of our remote hosts, you know, like we had Stan Major who was in Florida, and we had other hosts that were around the country at the time, in the United States, excuse me, and they would dial in using Switch 56, which was cutting edge back then. Nowadays you could just use the internet, because who knew? I mean, who knew that you could stream, you know, stereo audio in full resolution and use it for a studio to transmitter link. So I gotta go inside. Who knew? I gotta go inside. I gotta go. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, we're back. All right, somebody asked about coffee. I just ordered a Vietnam coffee. That was a thinly disguised bathroom break. Hey, we're on live TV. What can you do? I don't have a co-host here, you know. And we'll be right back after this. So welcome back. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. For those of you who saw Caspar here last week, for those of you who saw Caspar last week, this is it. This is a Vietnam style coffee. So, yeah. And like I told Caspar, you know, I got a 61-year-old prostate, so actually I'm on a new prostate supplement, and it's not quite caught up yet. I'm always experimenting with different supplements, and I got some tea from Bali that's supposed to really be good for the health of that particular organ, because you know Dr. Sears says that men have a ticking time bomb, and that virtually if you just grow old enough, every man has a problem. So yeah, it's really interesting. The tea doesn't taste that good, but I just throw it down. But they sent it to me before I even paid him. He sent it to me and then emailed me a bill, which is really nice. I paid him on PayPal. But they're you can find them online. They're Nadis, N-A-D-I-S, Nadis Herbal, and they're in Bali, and they're really, really good. They know their craft very, very well, and they even have cancer treatments using turmeric and other really high antioxidant foods like snakeskin fruit, which I enjoyed when I was in Bali. Hey Henry, how you doing? It's oh yeah, Buddhist, it seems like most older guys I know have to deal with that. Absolutely, absolutely. Hello, hello. There's nothing you can do about it. Hi from New York. Hey Frank. I haven't seen you for a while, Frank. How you doing? All right. Anyway, sorry about that. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. But that's what you got to do. What I'm going to have to do in the future is I'm just going to have to do everything with a co-host. So you take over, we'll be back after this, that kind of thing, you know. So. All right, Frank. How's the weather in New York? It's lousy here. It's actually raining. Oh yeah, yeah, the scar tissue. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Doing good here. A car came by and I saw in the headlights it's actually started to rain again. It's kind of cold. It's about 22, 23. It is nice. It's really, really dark. It's a super dark roast. There's no sugar in it because I don't like sugar. Hey, Steve. Thank you. But it has condensed milk in it. Hey, how's it going, Caesar? Oh, Frank says great. Weather's great now. No rain. Yeah, that's a copy bot. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to block you. There you go. I am drinking two things. I'm drinking a infused rum that I make with soda water, and I'm drinking a Vietnam style coffee. It has condensed milk in it, and the condensed milk is their is the only source of sugar. Hey, Columbus Zero, how are you? First day on Periscope, welcome. Wow, I remember my first day on Periscope. I was over here at the Jar Jar store, which is going to close in 2 minutes. Yeah, no tapioca. No, I can't have tapioca because it's too sweet. It really is. It's too much. Too many carbohydrates, and so. What is this? This is a coffee shop. I'm MJ Klein. I've been on Periscope for a couple of years. I'm a former professional broadcaster from, oh gosh, way back. And I just do this for fun. I'm in Taiwan. I'm at a coffee shop. I got two devices here. Here, let me show you. Let me show this to you guys. You guys can see each other. If I do this, you can see each other. This is YouTube over here. This device is YouTube, and then I got Periscope on this device. And I'm drinking coffee and rum. Yeah. This is it's a dark roast. Lots of ice. You see, there's tons of ice. There's not that much liquid, so. Best coffee? Not really. It's not my shop. This is about it. This is a Vietnam place. Even though we're in Taiwan, it's a Vietnamese place. This is about the best coffee that they got. And there's no added sugar. It's just condensed milk. You know, there's a little bit of sugar in condensed milk. That's what they got. But it's nice. It's just you can't chug it because it's got a little bit of sweetness to it. And here's the rum. Let me show you the rum. The rum is actually inexpensive. It's about $8 US for this bottle. It's a 750 milliliter bottle. It is delicious. It's a big, go get you some, Henry. It's a big bottle. It says rum in Chinese, Lam Wu Jiu. And hey, Kwame. And you can see it's kind of dark because I have infused it with vanilla coffee, cardamom, and cloves. It's actually spice rum that I make myself. And I've got some Italian soda water here. I asked my wife to buy some soda water. She bought this really cool soda water. It comes from Italy. It's got this really funky bottle, you know, like a, I don't know, like a spaceship or something with a waist on it. And it's called Allegra. There it is on YouTube. Nah, I turned it off super hard, so I don't want to deal with any of that stuff. I'm ineligible anyway, so. Why do you ask? I'll tell you what I do. I block users who make any Kentucky Fried Chicken reference. I get enough of that here. I don't expect that from you. Was that cool with you guys when I blocked him? Was that cool? Or should I go back and unblock him later? I actually had people laugh at me today. Laugh right in my face. Because I think I look like that, so. Cool. Henry says, all my friends drink their coffee cold. I still can't get a grip on that. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Okay. I started drinking iced coffee in the 80s when I discovered So I have a tendency to get migraine headaches because I was poisoned by NutraSweet. And I'm sorry, not the 80s, the 90s. What did I say, the 80s? And I discovered that iced coffee helps minimize my migraine headaches. Hot coffee doesn't do that, and I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense, but I used to do lots of experiments that way. And iced coffee is how I came to drink it. That's just how I came to, you know, experience it mostly. And so I make it at home, and I usually use one of these cups full of ice, and I do about 200 milliliters of coffee, you know, of water through the coffee. I have a permanent filter, and then I just add a little bit of milk to it, and I don't drink it with any sugar. I'm really pretty much sugar free. I cut down on sugar, but I can't have artificial sweeteners because I'm allergic to them. That's what gave me my migraine headaches. At the very end of the 80s, I started drinking, in 1988, I started drinking diet soda to try to, you know, not gain weight drinking sodas. Well, I had no idea that I was allergic to the NutraSweet, the phenylalanine. I'm a phenylketonuric, and I didn't know it until years later. My doctor finally figured it out, but I'd lost like 5 years of my life to debilitating migraine headaches. I wrote about it on my blog. Yeah, I was already sweetened out, Steven says. Thank you. That is so loud. That is just so loud. I got to tell you, if you're having mysterious headaches and you can't figure out why, review your artificial sweeteners. They do. Aspartame is in everything. We have a Costco here, and all the supplements. Like if you want to get like a vitamin C supplement, or you want to get glucosamine or something like that, they all got Splenda in them. Now, I got one. I got a bottle of this stuff, and it was some glucosamine thing that I got at Costco, and I took it home. And Henry says his head never hurts, probably because it's empty. That's funny. You're one of the smartest guys I know. Be quiet. So I started drinking this glucosamine stuff from Costco. Excuse me. Oh, that was a burp. There's no cough switch. I started getting headaches. I mean, bad headaches. And I looked at the label, and it had Splenda in it, and I was like, no wonder. My wife grabbed it, and she took it back to Costco and explained to them at the service desk that it has an artificial sweetener in it that, you know, her husband is allergic to, and they gave her the money back. But yeah, if you guys ever hear Alex Jones, it's pretty wild, but he talks about aspartame being in everything. Haven't had a soft drink since New Year, don't miss it at all. I hear you. You want to know something? This is the best soft drink, I think. Just, hey Eric, welcome back. Just regular old soda water, because if you slice up a lime or a lemon and you squeeze it in there over ice, it's really refreshing. I think this is a box. Yeah, but Henry, it's got that stuff in it, you know? It's got that stuff in it. I can't, if I drink Coke Zero, it starts me on that slippery slope back into migraine headaches again. I don't want to go there. I have a SodaStream machine, and the gasket broke on it, so it won't hold the charge bottle. So I gotta fix that. I haven't tried stevia. As long as is that the one from Billy Jack? Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Tom Laughlin was bad A. Stevia is super sweet. Is stevia the natural sweetener from Japan? Because whichever one that is, I'm not sure. Hey, welcome back, Dave. I'm not sure which one that is, but Japan has a natural sweetener, and if that's what it is, okay. If it's natural, yes, then I can take that. So go barefoot. Yeah, not tonight, but yeah, you're right about that. I like how in the movie he tells the sheriff, says, I'm going to take my foot here and put it upside your head right here, and there's nothing you can do about it. Hey, master, how you doing? And boy, that was good. He studied Hapkido. I actually had 1 or 2 lessons from my teacher in Hapkido. Hapkido is bad A. You know what I'm talking about. It's Korean. The art of coordinated power is what it's called. Is what the translation is. And Hapkido is really good stuff. But I don't consider that one of the styles that I studied. I just investigated a little bit. It's pretty interesting. Welcome to everybody who just joined. This is MJ here. We're in Taiwan. Did a few lessons. Yeah, Hapkido is really cool stuff. I studied 3 Japanese styles and 3 Chinese styles. I actually started out in Japanese martial arts when I was young. And the Japanese martial arts always emphasize the hand training, hand conditioning. So like they want you to have really big knuckles, you know, like that. But the Chinese styles didn't. They emphasized other things. They didn't emphasize like the hand training like that. But that was interesting. Anyway, we get to talk about a whole bunch of different topics here, which is nice. So go find some Taiwanese girls. Well, in this neighborhood, there are no Taiwanese girls. They're all Vietnamese. And you don't have to find them. You just got to pay them. It's real easy. You just walk up to them and go, how much? Go upstairs to the karaoke room or whatever. But it's not my thing. But yeah, yeah. In other words, there's this is a Vietnamese neighborhood now. 10 years ago, there was a lot of Thai people here, but it's the primary factory workers. This is the industrial park, the Huco Industrial Park, and the primary factory workers here are Vietnamese and Filipino. Got a little bit of Indonesian, so yeah. Columbus, welcome back. Columbus's first day on Periscope. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. The coffee is done. You see how much ice there is? There's just very little. They pour it in and it goes like this, really fast, because there's very little liquid in it. My nickname here in this town is the Hao Lao Hong. Hey, Wenwen. 来了，我got 我有2个那个手机的，对，这个是 Twitter， 这个是哇，好多啊。YouTube， 对。This is Wenwen. She wants to say hi, so.
Say hi.
Okay. If you want, in a few minutes, we can do a question and answer. Respectful now. Respectful. We can. If you want to do some, ask her some questions like we do sometimes. I think she's kind of cold though. She didn't have her jacket on. You know, so I'll ask her if she has time for you guys to ask any questions if you want to. Now, what we've been doing is people from around the world have been sending us postcards here. So let me tell you how to do that because it's really cool and she loves it and she shows everybody. That was the boss lady. Yeah, that's the boss lady. I've known her for about 6 years. I ate some kale with the slices of deep fried pork, and Dave knows the name of that dish in Thai. It's a Thai dish. Yes, I did, but I didn't show it. I'm not going to eat anything else now. It's really cold outside. If you go to TaiwanLive.tv, that's my website, TaiwanLive.tv. Go to the menu and check out the late night show. If you scroll down, I describe a little bit about what I do on live streaming. If you scroll down, there's a file that you can click on for Wenwen's address. If you print that out, then you can just paste that on a postcard or a letter, whatever you want to send. And that takes care of the addressing thing, because obviously most people, most English-speaking people can't write Chinese. And so I've interlaced, I did it for you, I've interlaced English, Chinese, English, Chinese, English, Chinese, like that. So if you want to send us a postcard here, yeah, just go to TaiwanLive.tv, check out the menu, and go down to the late night show. And I show them too. Welcome back. Hey Slim, how you doing? This is actually a bush hat. It's a crushable. It's a New Zealand. It's a New Zealand river guy hat. Yeah, it does kind of look a little bit like maybe some Civil War era. So there you go. Yep. Hey Columbus, thank you. This hat's been in 11 countries, not including where it came from. but just since I bought it in the States about, gosh, I bought this hat probably in 2002, and I logged the 11th country the other day when I brought it to Bali, Indonesia. It was my first time in Indonesia. So when Wenwen comes back, I'll ask her if she has time to answer any questions. So right now, I'm in Taiwan at Wenwen's coffee shop. Wenwen, 你有时间跟我讲话吗？他们有问题有外套吗？你有外套？
外套啊？在那边。
OK。
没关系啊，没关系。
OK， 你要做吗？
不要，我做他看不到我。
Okay, 好。Okay, she said she has a jacket, but she said never mind. And I asked her if she wanted to sit down. She said no. So Taiwan is in Japan. No, Taiwan is south of Japan. So thank you. 她说我帽子好看。
No.
Anything you want to ask? When she's the boss lady, she's from South Vietnam. She's a Taiwanese citizen now, and she runs this business and the restaurant next door. And they both got karaoke rooms upstairs. 我告诉他们做什么服务，就是开公司这边隔壁的那边。哎，那个新的地方你有看吗？
还没一页。
Huh? Oh yeah. Okay, so she's got a new place. She's got Jim. I've been speaking Chinese. She just opened a new place. Yeah, huh? 好呀，好，我当然。
你要我拍照哦，你放那个。
你要我拍照？Oh.
去那边拍照啊。
Yeah. Okay. What she's talking about is that no, Taiwan is not in Japan. Taiwan is a separate country. She's opening up a new dumpling restaurant that does dumplings, both fried dumplings and water boiled dumplings. And so she's starting a new business in January, and she asked me to go down and take pictures of it and do a live stream for there. So I'll show that. So 可以开直播介绍你的新的地方，可以。So we can do that definitely. So any questions you want to ask? Respectful questions. So which countries? Okay, I'll tell you in a second. So anyway, she's kind of. That's a good question, Columbus. Actually, for me, it doesn't bother me. I can sleep. That's a very, very good question. So, you say thank you in Chinese is 谢谢, and if you want to say you're welcome, the way to say it is kind of like saying don't mention it or don't be polite. You just say 不要客气. Taiwan Republic of China. Yeah, that's right, Frank. Thanks. You can say 不谢, which means don't mention it, like no, like you're saying no, thank you. You know, 谢谢, 不谢, you can say like that. It's probably the simplest thing for people to say. But it's 谢谢 is thank you. Okay, 谢谢. Bye-bye. So she's kind of busy. Oh, okay. Columbus, the last place that I used to live was in the United States in New Hampshire. Before I moved to Taiwan in 2004, I've been here for almost 14 years. In February 5th will be 14 years. So maybe I should have a party. I don't know, or should wait till 15 or something. I don't know. But that's yeah. So let's see the countries. Well, Canada counts as a country, but let's see, Grand Cayman and this actually no. Wait a minute. No, the hat's been in 9 countries. And anyway, Taiwan, Japan, Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, Laos, and that's 7. Oh, Hong Kong and China. So there you go. Hong Kong and China. So there you go. 9. That would be 9 countries that the hat's been in, not 11. I'm wrong. Yep. We had a little bit of a glitch. Nobody's on YouTube, believe it or not. My friend Jim Mars was on YouTube and he split. Asia fever? Yeah. Not really. It's just everything's so close here. You know, once you get in Asia, it's really cheap. Like you can go to Thailand for like $100, you know. Yeah, it is pretty good. And I just hope I don't lose the thing, you know. I would, just never have. John Ho's been here twice. John Ho's coming here again in January, so I'm going to see him again. If you look back Frank, if you look back on my channel, right, on this channel, like way back in previous scopes, you can see where John Ho and Jevons have been here together. We went upstairs in this, right here in this building, went upstairs to sang karaoke one night. So it's pretty funny. That was some epic stuff. We played a prank on John Ho. Guys, I don't know if you remember that. Jevons was masterful. Jevons was absolutely incredible. So yeah, they were a lot of fun. Jevons was unbelievable as an actor. He really shined. He just was incredible. Yeah, Eric remembers too. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Those are the golden days of Periscope before it descended into the abyss. Before their terms of service made it impossible for a person to use anything from Periscope for their own personal use. Yeah, and that's it. I mean, that's the whole thing. Oh, well, thanks. Blush. Thanks, Frank. Yeah, anyway, I don't want to get into commentary about that, but Gotham City just joined. Welcome, Gotham. It's a nice handle. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to make any commentary. Let me see something here. I want to check something out. Okay. All right, just want to see what's going on. We're having another connection issue with YouTube, but I think we're still on the air. He keeps telling me I got a bad connection, and then it goes, and then the enunciation goes away. It's kind of strange. I don't know why. Now let's take a look in the back here. It's raining tonight, and it's about, welcome back, you guys. It's about 22 degrees, and there's a light wind blowing. And the one thing about Taiwan weather is it's humid. It's very humid. Gotta take off? Oh, I think you're a bot. Yeah, you're a bot. It's humid here. So, see, where I used to live in New Hampshire, I would go out in the wintertime and take my jacket off and my shirt and just sit outside in my undershirt, you know? Oh, good. Okay, Frank. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, and YouTube is really sensitive to, they're very sensitive to connection speeds, and I don't know why. I don't think it varies the connection speed according to the quality of the connection. But anyway, or varies the resolution. So in New Hampshire, I would go out and I would barbecue in the morning, about 10 o'clock in the morning, and I would just trample a trail through the snow to my barbecue and light a fire in it. And I would sit out there in my lounge chair with something to drink, just stuck in the snow, and just a t-shirt on. It's beautiful, as long as there's no wind, and there's no sweating, there's no bugs. It's fantastic. But here, I don't know why, but it could be like 50 degrees F, which isn't that cold really, and it is just bone chilling. It is bone chilling here because of the humidity. So that's something that's hard to get used to, because I'm not used to feeling so cold when it's not really cold. Like right now, it feels ice cold. My hands are ice cold, but it's only like 22. See, so it's not, Hey, Scooby-Doo. So yeah, I bet Korea is the same. Yeah, it's that bone-chilling humidity. I know what you mean. So my Korean friends moved to North Carolina. They liked it better. So yeah, I know. 22°C is summer. That's right. For Sweden, that's right. Yeah, the Taiwanese complain it's so cold, and Henry's going, no, it's spring. Yeah. Flip-flops, yeah. That's good. That's good. I wear flip-flops inside at home, but not outside. Yeah. So anyway, with the rain and stuff, I got my bicycle over there and just trying to ride home some thrash, but anyway. Henry says anything 15 and above is shorts weather. I hear you, I understand, but is Sweden dry? Is it a dry cold or is it a wet cold? Because this is wet cold here, and that's the problem. I used to really enjoy the super cold days in New Hampshire with no shirt on outside, as long as there's no wind. So, yep, absolutely. It is. It's freezing cold here because it's humid. It's probably about 90% humidity. That's the problem. And for those of you who never experienced wet winters like this, humid winters, I never had until I came to Taiwan and visited Taiwan. And I was here during a wet weather or a winter, and it was bad. Henry says he lives near the ocean, so the cold here goes right to your bones. That's what I'm talking about. It's a bone-chilling cold, but it's not really that cold. You know what I mean? I just changed, put a new blanket on the bed. You know, it's like, what is going on? Like when I was in New Hampshire, I would never do that. I'd kick my blanket off in New Hampshire. It'd be like, I don't know, it'd be like 25 degrees Fahrenheit. So the island life, no matter how the wind blows, you have humidity. It sure is true here. That's right. And we are an island. We're a big island, but yeah, it's still an island. And the Taiwan Strait, you can see it from the roof of my house. So we're not that far away. So Henry says if it's 0 here and the wind is like regular -10 and -15, yeah, the wind chill, yeah. But yeah, if you're near the ocean, I don't envy you. It must be pretty bad being near the ocean. That must be pretty brutal. Man, oh man, I wouldn't want to experience that for too long. Stay inside, thank you. I'm gonna have one more drink, just a little splash here, and then I'm gonna end my drinking for this evening. Now it's funny how we don't have anybody on. Yeah, you say you get used to it. I guess you do. Funny how I don't have anybody on YouTube. All the YouTube viewers are over on Periscope. I wonder what the latency difference is. I think YouTube's probably within a couple seconds of Periscope. So I'm using an iPhone on Periscope and I'm using my Android on YouTube. Because if I use Android on Periscope, it cuts off after 30 minutes. Because Periscope is not Android friendly by any means. And those of you guys who have Android devices and use Scope, then you know what I'm talking about. Hannibal just joined. We've had a pretty good crowd here tonight on Periscope, and I appreciate it. Yeah, I use Apple, yeah. Gotta use it on, didn't get a YouTube notification, but I did get one from Scope. Yeah, you got a notification from Periscope to Periscope, but it told me when I started the Periscope that it couldn't share on Twitter and to start over, and I wasn't gonna do that because I don't care. But yeah. The notification on YouTube would have been on Taiwan Live, on the Taiwan Live channel. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of stuff broken. There's a lot of stuff broken about many of these apps. Frank says he doesn't broadcast, he's Android, but he just watches Scopes. Yeah, I know what you mean. And for watching Scopes, Android's okay, but what is the point? What is the point of these bots? You know, I think in my whole career, I think I've blocked one person on YouTube. Hey, Flops, that's Matthew. How you doing, Matthew? How's it going? I mean, like, what's going on? I don't get the point of these bots, do you? What's the point? Not a whole lot, just hanging out. Because they repeat what the other person says. Somebody will make a comment and they just repeat the comment. So some bots actually give you hearts. Yeah, well, I'm not after hearts. That's interesting. Oh, sorry about that. See the wind blowing? It's making the thing bounce here. Yeah, I don't know what the purpose is. It just, you know. Okay, okay, Henry. See you in a few minutes. Yeah, I guess so. Well, I don't need a hookup. I got my hookup already. Yeah, like I was starting to tell you guys, I have my nickname here is called the Hao Lao Gong, which means the good husband. That's what they call me, because they can't, you know, some new girl will come and try to sit down and talk to me, and I get up and move. I don't want to sit next to them. Its purpose is to annoy you, I guess. Anyway, so. Okay, interesting. Well, I don't know why, but I mean, I don't know the practicality of it. But anyway, so. Really, I tell them, you know, I don't have any single female friends. I just don't. You know, I don't chat with them or anything. So. Yeah, glad you guys can get reacquainted here. It's been a while, hasn't it? Still raining. Car came by and I saw the rain in the headlights. So anyway, if those of you just joined, looks like I'm going to Japan next month. And when I do, obviously I'm going to stream from Japan. There are enough women annoying me, says Luke. Yeah, I hear you. So, I mean, if they're there to annoy me, then they're, you know, successful. They've achieved their goal. So I'm going to be scoping from Japan, and hopefully I get a chance to meet Dave. If we're anywhere near Dave, I'd like to hook up at some point. All right, YouTube is getting ready to crash, I think. Thanks a lot, you guys. We're going to say good night. It's been a nice scope. Thanks so much for joining on YouTube. You guys are going to watch the replay on YouTube? I did, Matthew. I did. I was listening to it, and it's pretty long, so I gotta listen to the rest of it. But yeah, it's pretty compelling. Matthew sent me a link, and we have a group on Twitter for the late night show, which is what I do here. And he sent a very interesting video about a gentleman and his oh cool, about his encounter with Bigfoot. And his I guess it was his nephew with him. His nephew actually got injured by the animal, by the Bigfoot, and he's in the hospital. So it's pretty interesting. So it's long, but it is interesting. You guys take care. Thanks so much, Luke. Thanks so much, everybody. It's been a pleasure, indeed a pleasure. Thanks, Frank. I won't be stupid enough to leave it there again. That's right. Thanks, Stephen. Thank you, Matthew. Good night, Dave. You guys take care, and we'll see you next time, okay? Thanks very much. Bye-bye. And we're going to say good night on